You good?
I have like a headache in only my left eye.
It's called that's your brain trying to understand its own fucking dumb.
You dumb shit.
Oh,
We are just brains in a skeleton.
we are
machine.
essentially Gundam. Being
Gundam.
okay, right? Not an.
Are you
anime
are you
nerd.
throwing me? Are you throwing anime
Yeah,
at me
yeah,
right
you're
now?
right. You're right. My bad.
If you really think about it, we are just Dragon Ball Z characters living in a world without powers.
No, we're technically here. We are. We're technically. Have you seen Pacific Rim? We are mech suits being piloted by 8 pounds of fucking slop.
Brain matter.
Yeah,
I believe it. I buy into it.
that's what we are.
We're just
Did you know if you take the average person and lay their nerve endings end to end outside of their body, they would die?
I was like, what? You know, you can find out how cold it is outside when you go outside and it's cold.
Yeah. Good times.
You know it's cold when you go outside.
It's really cold when it's outside. Oh, man. So last week's episode was a doozy, huh? That was...
part 1 of Gacy.
Part 1 of Gacy was...
Yep, that was a doozy.
I recognize...
This one's releasing a little less than a week, though. Because part 2 and John Bonet are releasing the week after.
What the fuck is happening up there?
This one will release probably like Sunday.
Sunday?
We can do a special Sunday show for this one.
Hold on, what are our calendars looking like?
The end of this month is just very packed, people. The end of this year is very packed.
Oh, that's right. Oh, fuck, I didn't realize it's the 18th already.
Yeah.
So that's fine. We can do the 18th with Gacy. The 25th for Christmas was going to be Benet.
Yep, and part 2 of Gacy
And then the first of the year...
is our listeners' sex stories.
When did we turn into Vogue magazine? Do you want to keep your man? Try these tricks. Put a bunch of frozen peas in your mouth when you're going to give him fellatio and watch how he crumbles. It's like, what?
Do people actually call it just fellatio?
Fellatio? It's a more proper term. Like instead of like a blowjob, or it's more acceptable in certain circles.
Is blowjob demeaning?
I don't know that it's demeaning so much as it's considered vulgar.
I think cocksucker is more vulgar than blowjob queen.
Yeah. Hey, how'd you know my online handle?
Blowjob queen.
Wait a minute. Tiny Butthole 69? Is that you?
You found me. After all these years
After
of
all these
RuneScape.
The grand reveal. Instead of taking your mask off, you pull your pants down. It is you.
The scar.
I can touch you.
I can touch you now.
Potter.
Potter. Dude, I love Harry Potter. It's some good shit.
What house are you?
Like legit? Slytherin.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. My test, it was Slytherin.
Okay, I was a Hufflepuff.
Slytherin, this dick. You're a Hufflepuff?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Lacey's a Hufflepuff, too.
I don't know.
Have you seen that? There's that video, and it's like, I'm a Gryffindor, and I'm known for my bravery. I'm a Ravenclaw, and I'm known for my intellectualness. And then it's like, I'm a Slytherin. I'm known for power.
Yeah,
And then
cunning.
I'm a Hufflepuff. It just stops, and they're like, no, do you hear the director? No, you have to say, I'm a Hufflepuff, and then what you're good at. Oh, okay. I'm a Hufflepuff. It just stares at the camera.
Hufflepuffs are those kids in high school that you gave them weed and nothing to smoke out of. They would fucking invent something to smoke out of.
Or they just eat it.
Alrighty.
I was in high school.
Most of us were. Go on.
I was smoking some weed, and
Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school.
the girl I was dating at the time, her little sister was smoking the weed with us.
Okay.
And pack the bowl, we smoke it. I look down to repack it, and the weed's all gone. All of it. Like
Out of the
$50
baggie?
worth, yeah. And I'm like, where'd all the weed go? And she's in the back seat giggling. She's like, oh, I ate it because I heard that gives you a better high. I'm like, you ate all of that? That was a lot of weed. But she said she didn't feel anything.
Of course not.
My grandpa, when he was dying, God don't rest his soul.
Gee, that's a lot to unpack.
He'd like eat it, and I'm like, dude, Chuck, what are you doing? And
his name would be Chuck.
Yeah, old Chuckles. He was a pain.
Chuckles.
Yeah, he'd be like eating it. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, it gives me a better body height. I'm like, just get it an edible.
Yeah, you're skipping so many steps, my guy.
Yeah. And he'd like keep it in the freezer and claim that it made it more fresh. I was like, dude, you're from the 60s and 70s, so like if you might know better, but your weed was shit then.
I will say the freezer thing, I have heard that a lot, but I think it's because of the science behind weed now, like the different strains and shit. I'm like, this is...
Well, back then, like the THC percentage was like dog shit. Like,
right.
Ooh, I got this whole thing of weed, and it's like 2% THC.
Right.
And nowadays you get like 37%.
You get that good.
Yeah.
Because somebody took the time to measure the precipitation and the humidity.
Yeah. Legally in Montana, the highest I've seen is like 37%.
I'm not sure what the limitations are.
That was that birthday cake one that knocked us on our butts.
Yo, that fucking Mike Tyson.
The one that made us decide to stop doing that before we record.
Yeah, just so you guys know, like a little peek behind the curtain here. When we first started recording, it was one of those things where
it's legal here.
It's legal.
Don't
so
shame us.
No. But it was like, you know what? Kellen's never really performed or been in front of a camera or anything like that. We need to get him relaxed. I've done this content creator stuff for a while, so I'm like, whatever. Let's get a little high. Sure, why not? So, first time around,
we're a little more than a little.
We got a little more than a little high. But that happy birthday one, fucking, we went back and listened to that episode. That's the reason why we had to re-record 2 episodes, partially.
We probably should have re-recorded the Green River Killer as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel, I don't know if it's true, but I feel, because that's our most downloaded episode, that people listen to our first episode and then they're like, fuck these guys.
Here's the problem. It's too late.
It's
way too late. This was a choice to make a month and a half ago. And we've committed to the bit. And we are here now.
And it's slowly, all the other episodes, they're slowly improving every time.
They're doing fine. I mean, listen, the fact that we went from, because we've had about 600 downloads right now on the first episode, and averaging 300 on the other ones, 50% retention is pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I'll take bad. 50%.
I think we just broke the 2,000 total.
As of the time of this recording, which is December 16th. Can't fucking read my days here. We have 2,000 downloads, which thank you everybody for.
Yeah, see, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I brought up the idea to you, and it's been my brainchild, and I've been wanting to do it for so long, and I never even thought we'd hit 2,000.
I knew we would.
I had a little bit of faith, but I'm like, we'll probably hit like 2-3 episodes, and it'll be like, oh shit, no one's listening to us.
No. I was telling you this earlier. Like I listen to so many podcasts. Let me rephrase that. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts. I have listened to them in hopes of finding something that I enjoy. I can't find any joy in listening to other people because I don't find them funny. Because I'll hear them say something, and I'll say something funny in my head, and they don't say the same thing. I'm like, you stupid bitch! You could have had such a fucking good moment here, and you ruined it. You squandered it. But with that said, I have a question for you.
Question for me.
A question for you.
Okay.
In your own words,
fuck.
Why do you think slavery was good?
Oh. No, that's not the real question.
No, that's not the real question.
Okay.
That's not the real question. This is gonna be weird, and I don't know if you have these things, but what are your favorite sounds?
Oh, my favorite sounds?
Yeah.
Driving on gravel.
That's a good one. From the inside or from the outside perspective? Those are 2 different sounds.
Both.
Okay.
But anytime I'm on gravel, I roll the window down.
Word.
So I can listen.
Okay.
Favorites? Children in Pain. Just kidding.
Jesus.
Okay.
Coming from the heels of John Wayne Gacy to that. Oof.
Yeah.
Know your audience, bud.
Gravel. Favorite sounds other than that? I like, streams.
Okay.
Like hearing a little babbling brook.
Yeah.
And sorry guys, I'm kind of drunk. Hearing when my son said "dada," that was like, oh god,
that's so cute. I love that for you. I love that for you.
Obviously, I feel bad because he didn't say "mama" first, but
fuck
it was
him.
very cute.
Yay, we're better.
What about you? What's your favorite sound. I got a different one for you, but back at you with yours.
Sure. I love the sounds of high heels on either wood or
the clickety clack.
the click clack.
Yeah.
Oof, love that sound.
When your dominatrix is coming down your hallway, you're like, oh shit, and getting all fucking ready.
No.
You start lifting your legs, and it's just Will. Yeah, I can't
That's
even
so
continue
funny.
that.
Oh, it's just me and my dog cage. Just I don't know. I just always like that sound. It's
Why
very
not?
pleasing.
It's a good sound.
Another sound that I really enjoy.
The moan when you first enter a woman.
Can't relate. The first. No idea what you're talking about. That's a special one.
That is a special one.
That is a special one.
That just came into my head.
Yeah, I love that for you. I love that for us.
We should keep that.
We should keep
That's
that.
a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The sound of. Oh my god. I'm trying to think of a couple different sounds. I love steel sharpening steel. Like a knife sharpener. Like an actual whetstone. Not just the rod.
Yeah.
But like
the actual glide. Yeah.
Love that. Love that glide. And speaking of glide, when you glide into a woman for the first time. No.
I'm like, what?
No.
What do you glide?
Scissors, paper. That clean.
Ooh, those. Oh,
yeah.
Fucking wrapping paper.
That's such a good one.
That's a good one.
And the sound of a partner telling me they love me. Or the sound of my father telling me that he's sorry for everything that he did. Fuck you, Dad.
God damn.
Glad I deported your ass.
All right, my question for you, now that we're past that trauma, your favorite smells?
Gasoline, the wood at Home Depot, and bacon.
Okay, I'm not even going to give you my answers because that's all three.
Is that
That was literally what I was thinking of. I'm like, okay, if you ask me, what am I going to say?
Can't beat it.
Do you have any, like, illogical fears? Something that it is no logic being afraid of, but you're afraid of it. There's no reason.
I know. I already know yours, which is so fucking funny. It's so good. I cannot get over it. No, because I think all mine are rationalized. Like, I don't want to be in the woods alone. Fucking terrifying. I don't want to be in the middle of the open ocean.
Okay, hang on. The woods
Apex predators.
Why don't you want to be in the woods?
I don't like the woods, the deep, dark woods.
Besides feeling like a poor, why don't you like being in the woods?
It scares me. It's terrifying not knowing.
Is it the quietness? Or is it like how dark it gets? You don't like being able to see the stars?
It's how dark it is. I can see the stars. Like,
or like, smell fresh air in nature?
Ew. Ew, going outside like a fucking poor?
Like
I have a graphics card for that, dude.
I pay for my house. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, exactly. If I wanted to live outside, I would just lose everything. Like, excuse me. No, it's the fear of something other than the normal thing being out there. Like a bear.
That's what gets me excited. Like, I'm in the woods, and the thought of a Wendigo or a
Stop saying the
skinwalker
fucking names.
or Bigfoot,
no,
I get aroused.
Huh. Never going camping with you.
I don't know if it was ever on. I don't know if we recorded when I was telling you about the scream me and my friends heard a few summers back.
No, we did. Or was that one of the ones we redid?
I think we cut that.
We might have.
Because we cut out my fears, too. That was on that.
Oh, because it was
episode.
super long.
Yeah. It was one of our first episodes that we're like, oh, that was really bad.
Yeah, we went on a tangent on that one. I remember. Tell them about it. Anyways, so.
Tell them about it. Anyway.
Go on.
I'll get into it later. We were, my bachelor party in 2022, we were camping out in the Great Bear Wilderness. Over, yonder.
Don't point. I'm not going to know where the fuck it is.
It's right out my back door. You can see the mountains from there.
Oh, okay. I do know. I do actually know exactly where.
So we were over there camping, and it was like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It was dead quiet. Like, no sounds at all. It was very peaceful.
It took me so long to get used to that level of quiet when I first moved to Montana, because having grown up in Seattle. Yeah, I'm
Sirens
used to.
and shit.
The city.
You're falling asleep right now.
Yeah.
Oh, sirens and gunshots.
Or the buzzing of electricity, like that low hum.
Animal. 2, 3 in the morning. We were drinking. We're just sitting around the fire. Side note, my buddy John was calling the toast, it's called toast, crispy bread.
I'll fight him.
Yeah.
I'll fight him.
I was very much willing to fight him.
I'll fight him with weapons. Like, I will go toe-to-toe with this man.
But so we're sitting there around the fire, and other than me and John, no one else had actually ever been camping in their lives. They're all from the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
And other than my buddy Brandon, he's from North Dakota.
And just so we can set the scene, you're not like cabin camping.
No, we are tent camping, and we're like 70 miles from the nearest town.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just me. 2 Brandons were on this trip. So there's Ohio Brandon and North Dakota Brandon. So Ohio Brandon, me and John, we're up. We're just talking. We're bullshitting. Out of nowhere, we hear this blood-curdling fucking scream. Like, it sounded like vocal cords kind of curdling.
Yeah.
And John and I, we stand up, and we're both like, what the fuck was that?
I don't like that.
And Brandon was freaking out, and we're like, he's like, what was that? Seriously? And John and I don't know. Like, I've been in the woods my whole life, and I've never heard a noise like that.
See, when the fucker that was raised in the woods tells you, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Like, I have goosebumps. Like, all my hair's standing up right now.
It's true.
Because I still don't, to this day, thinking about it, I don't know what it was. Because I've heard elk getting killed by wolves. I've heard the death sounds animals make.
Yeah.
But this was not a death sound, and it was horrible sound.
Did it sound close?
Yes, it sounded fairly close, yeah. And my dog, Nala, she was pissed. Like, her ears went down.
Prim, I'll kill you.
Yes, R.I.P. to Nala. She was a good dog. But she was pissed. And I remember Brandon... Well, there's a few other people already in the tent that I set up for myself because they were scared and they didn't want to sleep alone, so they like piled in the tent.
I'm not gonna lie, you would not be able to pull me off of you.
And so Brandon's like, "Oh, I think I'm just gonna go lay in the tent with everybody else." I'm like, "Okay, see ya." And John and I ended up we stayed up a little longer, but it was just so funny because they're all piled in the tent because they're scared and they're like, "Kellen, aren't you coming?" I'm like, "I'm not fucking getting in. I put up that tent for me."
He's wearing a nightgown. Babe, when are you coming to bed?
So Nala and I just slept in the bed of the truck.
Exposed, not you didn't have a camper.
No, just the bed of my truck. I just put blankets down.
The audacity of white men is wild and unfathomable.
I am not scared of the woods in the slightest.
If
the woods decides to take me one day, as it has many people, that's so be it. But far, like, I've never had a horrible experience in the woods yet.
I'll change that.
And I'm fairly experienced. Hey,
you want to go drinking in the woods?
No professional. I love drinking in the woods.
Ugh, gross.
You want to go?
Hell no.
Next summer.
I won't be in town.
Jared's going. I won't be in town. I won't be in town that weekend. I didn't even give you a date.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I'm booked out all the way.
So you don't have any like illogical fears at all. You're not scared of an inanimate object.
It was the wide-eyed stare that you gave me. No, I'm not afraid of anything like that. Go ahead and share with us your fear, bud. What do you got going on?
My fears are not illogical.
Okay.
I will not scream or run away, but the sight of them, feeling them, touching them gives me goosebumps, and I will throw them. I will get them away from me because it makes me, touching them makes me like flex up and uncomfortable.
You're afraid of the poor.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am. Because I make so much money.
We are barely above the poor.
And I'd say I'm middle class.
I'm whatever feeds off of the middle class.
Blue collar. I'm just kidding.
There you go.
I am afraid of potato peelers and cheese
I didn't
graters.
know that one. That's a new one.
Potato peelers and cheese graters.
I knew the cheese grater because we made a joke about it in the first episode.
And my mom, any chance Love you, Mom. But
love you too,
any
babe.
chance she gets, I swear it's any chance she gets. Like, she went and visited my brother in Tennessee, and she came back with a cheese grater shaped like a guitar.
I'm so dumb. I should have found a novelty cheese grater in Pennsylvania when I was there and brought it back for you.
Like, she wrapped it for me.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm opening it. I'm like, so funny. Like, what'd you get me? This is exciting. Because she got me, like, some moonshine and stuff from the distillery down there. And I open it and immediately just fucking threw it across the house. I'm like, what are you doing?
You're like Krypton.
You don't hand me that.
Are you crazy?
I have no reason.
You do. You're afraid that one day you're going to wake up as a block of Parmesan
I have no reason to be afraid.
and trip face first into a cheese grater. Like,
I've never cut myself with a potato peeler or a cheese grater.
That's so crazy.
But, like, even...
Can I be honest with you about cheese graters?
Sure.
The fine mesh ones,
Okay.
I don't mind the feeling on my fingers.
No, don't talk about that. It makes me uncomfortable. Mickey Mouse is my other one.
Really?
Yeah. I do not like Mickey Mouse. And then
boy.
claymation.
Oh,
Come here, boy.
damn. I'll show you my steamboat, Willie. Please don't cancel us, Mickey Mouse. I'm trying so hard to work on a deal with you guys.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. I'm trying to think if I have any other water, but that's not really illogical.
No, your dad, yeah. So far,
drank too much water.
I mean, so far, technically, the only thing that's been able to stop your dad was water. Up until that point, he might have been immortal. You don't know it.
He might have, yeah. Maybe water was just his weakness. It was his Achilles tendon. Because, Achilles.
Yeah, no.
He got,
Dunked in water.
with an arrow.
Yep.
In the ankle.
Love the history lesson there. Thank you. Boy. Well, with that being said, I don't want to stop this, everybody. My name is Jonathan, Latinos Against Spooky Shit, and I'm here with my amazing co-host.
It's me, your boy.
Fum, fum, fum.
You know
You know what? I was just thinking about this.
It's Kellen, by the way.
Oh, yeah, by the way, it's Kellen. Yeah, we never give a name. I have a voice modulator that we can download on here, and we can change our voices in real time.
Sound like a little girl.
Yeah, that's it. End of the...
We don't have to cut this out,
Oh, boy.
but could you imagine if we were a duo of serial killers? We're not FBI, but
That's exactly what a serial killer would say.
we use that voice thing and we trick pedos into coming over, and we're like, "Oh, I'm just a little girl."
So
Come
that
hang
would
out."
actually not make you a serial killer.
and then we kill them.
It would make you a vigilante,
Either way, we're doing a justice.
which would be vigilantism.
Some serial killers do a justice to someone, not anybody.
Not anybody in particular.
Yeah, but somebody out there probably was like,
Have you seen those guys on TikTok that
Better
lure
off-
serial
better
or
off
not
dead.
serial killers, pedophiles out and then beat the shit out of them in public?
"That's amazing."
Yeah, they're great. Like
That
one of
is
them, one
amazing.
of them biffed the pedo with a pumpkin outside of a grocery store.
pumpkin?
It was
Dude,
was
that's
hard.
amazing.
I'll have to send it to you. It's good. But we're here and we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to talk about something that's a little bit lighter than
Give a little break in between.
give a little break between the murder and the death and the pillaging and the killing and the sodomy and the fellatio and the guts and blood and gore.
Aramatio.
Jesus. And I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to turn it back to you for a second. Kellen, what do you know about El Chupacabra?
I mean, just the usual.
Okay.
It's like a dog kind of figure.
Okay.
But he just drinks the blood of sheep, goats. Yeah, something.
Okay.
He drinks their blood, kind of like a vampire.
Sure.
But it's more of a beast than a man.
Okay.
So that's what I know about the cryptid stuff.
Which is perfect. Now,
On him,
say it.
El Chupacabra.
Very good. Very good. Good boy. Who's your good boy?
I still think it'd be the greatest bit of all time.
You knowing
I
full
wish
Spanish
I could
is
go
alone.
back in time, knowing damn well I'd end up in this moment and learning
Spanish.
Spanish, and then not telling anybody.
That would be
And then I could sit there and listen to your conversations, and I'm just like,
this bitch. I know because I'm also funny in Spanish, and you would crack up and be like, "There's no way you fucking understood that, piece of shit."
when we were down in Reno with your family, I kept doing that. I don't know if you caught it, but I kept doing it. Like, they'd say something in Spanish, then laugh, and I'd start laughing too.
I just want to belong. I just want to be part of the group.
I just wanted, like, to make them think that I understood what they were saying.
That's so funny.
And Breeza looked at me a few times, like...
Well, El Chupacabra stands for the goat sucker. So you were close. You were right. Not like that. Not like that.
Not that suck. Not that suck.
And I mean...
The goat sucker. Zip.
Bear? Oh, no, that's a sheep. What does a goat sound like?
Bah.
Bah. It still sounds the same. Well...
The goat sucker is just Tom Brady. Whoa!
That's funny.
Fuck!
The goat. Look at you. So you were right about a couple things. It has been described as like a dog-like creature. It drains the blood of livestock or the blood of its victims, as far as we know.
What do you consider livestock?
So,
what year is this? 1861?
Not that far back, actually. And also, do you know where this originated? Do you know where Chupacabra originated from?
Hang on, let me do some thinking.
Critical thinking skills here, folks.
It wasn't in Mexico.
Oh, very good.
Arizona, right?
No, very wrong.
Damn it.
You went the wrong direction.
Oh, is it east?
You went the wrong direction twice. It's not even in the U.S.
What?
Yeah. So, El Chupacabra originally was seen in Puerto Rico. That was
technically,
the first
if you go far enough west, you will get there.
I'm not giving you that one. But the original sightings were in Puerto Rico.
I did not know that.
And
I honestly thought they were like either the Texas, like along the Texas-Arizona border.
Yeah. So because a lot of cryptid sightings and stuff like that happen around the desert and everything like that. So that makes sense. But no, the first sighting was in Puerto Rico in 1995. So that's within our lifetime, which is wild.
It's the year I was born.
It's you.
It is me.
It was always you.
I am the goat sucker.
I'm the goat sucker.
Get over here, Tom Brady.
Just Tom Brady running.
Oh, fuck.
just you on all fours sprinting down an NFL hallway.
Good thing your dick's deflated. I can grab it better like your ball.
Not deflate gate. That's so funny.
Continue.
But before that, 1975 in Puerto Rico, so 20 years before all of this, in Puerto Rico, a mass slaughtering of livestock happened. Again, 3 puncture holes to the chest, all drained of blood, including and not limited to cows and goats. And they attested it to, at that time, ritual sacrifices and satanic rituals happening. It was kind of at the peak of satanic panic.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah. So a lot of people...
West Memphis 3 later on.
Hey, yo. Later episodes. So a lot of people were like, what is this? We don't know. They didn't put a name to it. They didn't know what it was. They're like, it's got to be ritualistic stuff. Fast forward 20 years later. And
still satanic panic period.
Still satanic panic period in late 90s, early 90s.
Oh, speaking of satanic panic, did you hear that it's like starting again?
The satanic panic?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like within this last year or so.
They're
really starting up.
Yeah. So a lot of people, especially with like the drone stuff that we're seeing on the East Coast and all this kind of stuff.
Aliens.
And God, I hope so. I, for one, welcome our squid overlords. All those tentacles. Oh. But
shout out to my boy.
Shout out to my boy. Whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. He's a squid.
He's like, oh my God, he remembered me.
Oh my God. I remember you, my boy. Fun fact, if you didn't have stomach acid and a squid went into your mouth, it could easily maneuver its way through your entire system and come out your butthole.
If I did not
have stomach acid.
Stomach acid.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, anyways.
Can't a raccoon...
Yes, a raccoon
can fit up someone's ass.
I'm the one that told you that again.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
So the probability of a raccoon going in your ass is low, but not 0.
Mr. Slave would be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
I don't get the reference.
You don't want to.
I know. I'm sorry. I had a better childhood than you.
That's fair.
Oh no. The Chupacabra term wasn't coined, though, until 1995. So 20 years pass. Weird fucking livestock happened. After 75, it didn't happen as often. The occasional one here and there, but not enough for them to be like, oh no, something's going on.
Because he fed.
Because he was fed.
He only has to feed every 20 years.
It's not Jeepers Creepers. Great movie. Shitty director. He did a whole bunch of terrible stuff.
What? Really?
Oh,
like
yeah.
What?
Like pedophilia stuff. Stuff that, like, he should not be.
Damn.
Yeah. But great movies.
Yeah, great movie.
Eileen Tolentino, a woman who was the first person reported seeing the creature, described it with reptilian spines along its back, big red eyes, and standing on its two back legs.
Jesus Christ.
And apparently she saw it clear as day in her front yard after it attacked some of the livestock. Nighttime. Clear as nighttime.
Gotcha.
And it just got sensationalized. I mean, the media coverage over it was fucking crazy. Partially due to the fact that that same year, I don't know if you remember a little movie called Species.
I do. I love Species.
She had just came back from watching that movie when she encountered the Chupacabra. And the descriptions of the Chupacabra are very similar to the creature from that movie. So a lot of people are like, oh, is the movie real? Or is the lady just like confusing reality with the movie that she watched? We don't know. But for the next year, there was a series of attacks in the rural parts of Puerto Rico, with 3 puncture wounds to the chest and blood being completely drained. Mainly goats, but there were some chickens that were found as well.
See? Cocks.
Draining cocks. But I mean, the news outlets just fucking ran with this. And it just became this, because it was kind of like the first new cryptid that had been discovered. You know, we'd had UFOs, we'd had Wendy boys and skinny boys, and we'd had...
Why aren't you saying their names?
You're not supposed to.
What?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since always.
Who says?
A lot of people.
Was it your chief?
Jesus. A lot of people from Appalachia and a lot of people of native origin.
Okay.
Ancestry, I should say.
So
yeah, the Chupacabra was the original immigrant because it didn't show up into Mexico until like 97, allegedly.
So, how would it have gotten there? Is it just boat hopping like the rats of the Black Plague, or?
Well, that, again, assuming that it's real, right?
Yeah.
But in 97 is the first time in Mexico that they started reporting
argument's
sightings.
sake, let's just assume that it's real. How would it have gotten there? Did he book a flight?
Was it direct?
Yeah. Did he have layovers?
Did he have a layover? Also, what was the luggage situation like? Carry on?
Did he take
check
his
bag?
whole life with him? Did he leave it behind?
His wife and kids, how did they feel about this career change? So 97, he ends up in Mexico. I love that we're talking about him like we're following this guy's fucking like NFL career. He goes to Mexico.
He's the goat sucker.
He's the goat sucker. Farmers start seeing this more and more now. They claim to have seen the creature. They keep finding dead livestock with, again, the similar puncture wounds that were described in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And then in Texas, which you were right, across the border they start seeing it. Particularly in Texas, more than anywhere else, though. And this only fuels the Chupacabra legend even more. Because it's like, oh, Mexico, Texas, Chupacabra. And everybody describes it in a similar fashion. Canine-esque or reptilian, scaly skin, big glowing eyes, spikes on its back.
Okay. Question.
What's that?
What if it's just a mangy-ass coyote?
That is one of the theories. A lot of people
are... I've seen some nasty-looking coyotes.
And mange, I mean, dries the skin, makes it look cracked, makes it look...
scaly and...
Yeah. But my question for any of these cryptids, not just a Chupacabra, but anything in general is, why not shoot the fucking thing? If you see it, why aren't we taking it down?
Okay.
I'd eat it.
Bigfoot, I can see why you may not shoot it.
I mean, listen, if I would...
Like, on the off chance that that's just a dude in a monkey suit, or an ape suit, sorry, I don't mean to demean apes, like a fucking monkey.
Did you just apologize for being racist towards apes and monkeys?
Well, yeah, monkeys are...
Chimps?
Chimps are apes. So, assuming that...
Are chimps apes?
Yeah.
So what are monkeys?
Monkeys have tails.
Is that the defining feature?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know.
Yeah, monkeys
this.
have tails that they can actively function and use.
Oh, they're prehensile.
Apes do not have tails at all.
Dude, you just blew my fucking
Like
mind.
orangutans, gorillas, chimps, none of them have. Sorry, I took zoology in college.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's one of my many degrees. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And then like 2 years in, I'm like, I'm not going to do this.
Did you decide on that degree also because you didn't have friends, or?
No, that was the anthropology.
Huh. What are you studying anthropology?
Dead people mostly.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well,
That's what anthropology is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like the study of ancient.
Is it? I thought anthropology was somebody who was like rich and did donations. Philanthropist. I'm thinking of the word philanthropist. And I'm now realizing in the last episode, I think I called Shriners anthropologists and not philanthropists.
I originally wanted to be a crime scene anthropologist. So if they find if they find skeletal remains,
Sure.
I would go and investigate.
You're just out there digging on your hands and knees like a dog. I'll find it.
I found my bones. No.
Gotta get my bones.
Yeah, so apes don't have tails.
Okay.
Monkeys have tails. So assuming it is what it looks like, what people say it looks like
Which
a
again,
big ape. On the off chance that that's just a dude in an ape suit,
yeah,
I don't want to shoot it because then
you can do a leg
I'd
shot.
have to bury him out there.
Do a leg shot.
Oh, just maim him?
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh.
I mean, he's come. If he's
And then
coming
make
at
fun
you.
of him as he's crawling away.
Well, okay, all right. Hey, your army showing. All right. You're getting really close to modern warfare lobbies.
Careful, your humor is showing. Oh no, zip. But I don't want to.
Where's the goat?
With the Chupacabra, if it looks like a dog, on the off chance that it's like that person here in Kalispell that killed that husky and was like, I thought it was a wolf, and then like fucking skinned it and posted on Facebook.
Yeah,
like,
but that's different though, because they were out hunting. They
Washing?
hold on, just bear with me. I'm not condoning what they did because they fucked up completely. A husky and a wolf look very different,
Yeah, it was a black and white husky. Wolves aren't black and white.
size-wise, face-wise, everything.
Siberian huskies, people, are very small compared to a wolf.
Yes,
Wolves are huge.
people do not understand how massive wolves are.
Did you see that picture I took? That wolf print I found?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like the size of my hand, and I have decently sized hands.
Do you?
Yeah. Excuse. Hands are, I mean, not as thick as yours. But
Yeah, mine are just meaty because I'm a big
Yeah,
boy.
I
But
have-
you got big hands.
Yeah, I have big hands.
And by the way, folks, we're not talking about the palm of his hand. We're talking finger to palm.
Yeah, fingertip of my middle finger to palm. That wolf print was about the size of my hand.
Which is a good size. That's at least 6 inches,
Yeah, huge.
if
huge
not
fucking
more.
dog.
Actually, probably more.
I
Closer
think
to
it's
8.
more. Yeah, 8 or 9.
Yeah, so wolves are massive by comparison to a husky. So I don't know how they got it confused. But again, to the point though, if the chupacabras are attacking your livestock, I think you have a right.
Yeah, you have a right to
whether
kill it.
whether it was a mangy coyote or a
Now,
mangy dog of some sort. At
Wolves,
that point,
grizzlies, probably call Fish and Game, get them out there to take care of it, because you don't want to be in trouble for killing a grizzly
no.
at all.
And you also don't want to fucking try to go toe to toe with one. Like,
And careful killing wolves, because wolves are also one of the only other creatures in the world other than humans that seek vengeance, like
Crows.
revenge. Yeah, crows do too, don't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. And then ostriches are the only others that commit suicide.
what?
Yeah.
I didn't need to know that. Oh, dolphins.
Dolphins commit suicide?
Yeah, if they get depressed, they'll just stop breathing. They'll
Wow.
just stop going up for air and will just sink to the bottom and
Ostriches
drown.
just bury their heads.
Is that why they do that?
Mm-hmm. They
Oh.
kill themselves like that.
Damn. Trigger warning, I guess. Fucking.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, people.
Yeah, fuck. Didn't. Okay. Yeah, dolphins, some other fish too. Like, eventually they're just like, whatever.
Fuck it.
If they get depressed, they will get depressed. But also, dolphins.
No goat suckers come to suck me, and they just stop breathing.
Dolphins do sexually assault up to 14 people a year,
Yeah, they do.
which is crazy. We got so far off chupacabras.
Dolphins.
Oh, boy.
If you're if you're pregnant and swimming, don't be around dolphins. They will pull you out in the ocean, thinking they're saving you and the baby, like they're protecting you, but you will end up drowning.
Is a pregnant woman swimming just a baby submarine?
Yes.
Dope. Love this for us. So, of course, we have the theory of a mangy, dog-like creature, whether it's a wild dog or a coyote. Some other people theorize that it could be of alien origin. Again, because it was eventually found in, like, the desert areas, and a lot of weird shit happens in the deserts.
Well, yeah, that's the only place aliens show up.
No, we've got the East Coast now.
Yeah, apparently. So there's a video of these guys in Jersey, like, shooting at them.
I saw those. First of all, horrible shots.
Yeah, one, you're a horrible shot. Two, those bullets are coming down somewhere.
Yeah.
So
somebody's out mowing their lawn right now.
it was dark out when they're shooting. They're out there mowing their lawn. It's like hitting off them. They have their headphones in. They're like, fuck.
I'm a Barbie girl.
I mowed my lawn in a Spider-Man suit.
I love that for you.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome.
And then, of course, there's people that think that it's just a hoax, that it's an elaborate prank, and that the media got sensationalized by it, and now it's too late for them to go back.
But what... So, prank-wise, what would you use that would give it 3 holes and drain all of its blood?
And also, that's kind of an extreme route to go for a prank.
Yeah.
Killing a bunch of livestock?
Crop circles? Genocide.
This is a little bit different than a genocide.
Animal genocide is still genocide. It's the killing of an entire race.
But that's not a race, that's a species. Animals aren't races.
Why?
Because that's how we classified them, as a species, not a race.
Humans are a species.
No, humans are a race.
Watch yourself. Careful there. We're mammals too, bitch. Just kidding.
That's true. I do lactate. So...
Do you?
So what do you think? Misidentified animal? A lot of people think that it has a vampire bat connection, thinking that it could be a giant Have you seen giant vampire bats?
No.
Vampire bats get...
Hang on. I know what a vampire bat is, because they're small, they're cute, and they have fangs.
So it's a... So...
But a giant?
So not the same species as a vampire bat.
Did it fuck one of those fox fruit bats?
Have you seen those fuckers?
Those things are fucking huge.
There's a theory that it's a never before seen breed of, like, vampire bat, the size of, like, a fruit bat.
I believe it. I don't think we've discovered every species there is.
No, impossible.
No.
Impossible. I mean, just a couple of years ago, there was these scientists in, like, the Amazon... Yeah, my bad. Oh, you made me forget again. Scientists, Amazon rainforest. And they had a trail cam out. And they went back and they looked at it finally, and they discovered a bird that they thought had been extinct for the last, like, 150 years was still alive and thriving.
Well, aren't they finding signs of the Tasmanian tiger?
What?
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
I'm pretty sure I saw that in the news, that they were finding signs that the Tasmanian tiger may still be out there somewhere.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Do you see that rhino, the white-horned rhino that got murked?
That sucks. That fucking sucks.
Poachers, man. Like...
I'm glad they're just killing poachers in Africa now. Like, I mean, the rangers, they'll fly in helicopters, and once they see them, they'll just start unloading on them.
Because at that point, like, nothing's going to stop them other than the fear of... Because I know people are like, oh, we'll just flood the market with, knockoffs and, like, lower the prices and everything. That's not going to stop people. Yeah. That's a dream, but it's a pipe dream at the end of the day.
No, rich people like ivory, and they like the leather, and they
do
like tiger skins, and rich people, man.
So the Chupacabra sightings are still happening to this day.
When was the most recent one?
They happen all the time.
They're like yesterday.
Literally, like literally, they happened so often that they stopped reporting it as mass sightings anymore, because, like, no, it's just a Chupacabra. Like, it's become a normalized thing.
That was just the Wendigo.
It's just the thing. But no, it allegedly in Mexico, somebody did finally discover what the Chupacabra was, and they did discover that it was a mangy canine, because they're like, we found one.
I told you. I got it.
It was attacking. That's what it's got to be. I believe it because my poor dog Bella, she got attacked by a coyote, and it left puncture wounds on her neck from when it snagged her and was trying to drag her away. And I'm like,
But let's take this back.
Let's take it back. They're drained of blood. That's true.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, hear me out.
Like, dust comes out.
They've got...
Like old people.
Like old people. These mangy canines have found a way to use bendy straws. Puncture.
See, okay.
Put it in.
I buy it. Put 3 in at the same time. Leave 1 for the air so that you can keep going.
Yeah, exactly. You get it.
Yeah, I got it.
That's called...
I used to chug Jack.
What?
What?
Yeah, I used to be an alcoholic. Excuse me? Do you think it's an exotic animal? Do you think it's real?
Part of me wants to believe that it's like
An undiscovered...
Yeah, a species we haven't found yet.
Sure.
Part of me is also... My brain's just like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. But...
I think it's bullshit.
You think it's bullshit?
I do think it's bullshit.
Like a huge elaborate prank?
Not a prank bullshit. I think, much to your point, I think it's something normal that we just don't know about and haven't discovered yet.
Because vampire bats are in Mexico, Central America, and South America, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What if
it's a mutated
Are
bat?
they in
Maybe
Puerto
if a
Rico,
bat
though?
fucked a mangy dog and gave birth to bat dog babies.
bat dog?
Bat dog. No, not you, bat dog. Prim is here. Prim's their golden retriever pup, and she's sweet. Are you a bat dog? Or are you not a bad dog? Bat.
Yeah, I don't know. So Puerto Rico, are there vampire bats in Puerto Rico?
That's a good question. I don't know that.
Because if there is, my thought would be like, okay, mangy canine kills, bats eat.
Oh, kind of a symbiotic relationship?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you know butterflies are carnivores?
No.
Yeah, that shit's wild to me.
What do they eat?
Meat.
Oh, like the dead bodies?
Yeah, they will eat dead bodies.
Just like pigs. I'm gonna have
did you hear about that girl?
Farm. A girl?
In Russia. She was out. Her family was gone. They went to the city and she was looking after her livestock. But she went to feed the pigs. She got knocked out in the pen, and they just fucking ate her.
Oh.
Yeah. 17-year-old kid.
Damn. How'd she get knocked out?
One of the pigs was with its little piglets, and it got defensive. Pushed her, knocked her head, and they just fucking went to town.
Nasty buggers, anyway.
Yeah.
Eat anything.
Truly. Bones and all.
They taste great.
Oh
Love
my God.
bacon.
You know why the bacon tastes great, right? You know pigs have 30-minute orgasms? These guys are just...
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds splendid.
That's all that sex juice just fucking fermenting them. Can you imagine for 30 minutes? Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
No, I'm still sensitive.
Oh, I'm sensitive. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to fucking make bacon. Come here. I don't give a shit.
Come here, boy.
Come here, boy. You got a pretty mouth.
Come here, squeal. What? Squeal, boy, squeal.
What a fucking movie. Well,
what movie is that?
That is Deliverance.
Is that Deliverance?
That's Deliverance. Got a pretty mouth, boy. Squeal like a pig. Fun fact, that scene was ad-libbed.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
And the director...
So just unscripted?
Little unscripted. And the director let it go a little on longer than he should have. The actors didn't know that that's what was going to happen, so a lot of their fear was genuine.
Real human skeletons were cheaper than fake ones.
Yes.
So in The Exorcist, they were used. Real human skeletons were used.
I knew that one. And speaking of movies,
isn't that like that's on the list of cursed movies, isn't it?
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
The Exorcist is on there.
The Mongolian one with John Wayne.
There's Cannibal Holocaust.
What's the one? Isn't it the Twilight Zone movie where the helicopter propeller killed them and they kept it in the movie?
That's so fucking rough. Of course, Chupacabra had a huge impact on pop culture. I mean, they appeared in the X-Files in 1997, so just 2 years after becoming sensationalized. X-Files is like, you know what we're going to do? Yeah, we're going to make that even better. And they had a whole... Which, honestly, the Chupacabra X-Files episode, one of the creepier ones.
Is that the album cover? X-Files is a great show, by the way.
X-Files is a great show. Then there was a movie, Chupacabra Terror, 2005. They've had books.
It sounds like Sharknado or Zombie Beaver.
Kind of. It was kind of one of those B-roll films. But... and then, of course, a lot of people started tying Chupacabra to older Latin American myths like vampires and blood-sucking creatures of, like, old lores and everything. And it expands all the way down to like Cuba and Chile and those rural areas. So like it's not just isolated anymore. They're like, oh yeah, we have a chupacabra too. Like we've seen it. We have it.
We got one.
Yeah, we matter. We count. So from the 2000 to 2020, sorry, there's been new sightings, mostly Latin American countries. But most recent in 2019 and in 2021, there were viral videos of a chupacabra in the border regions that we can see. So I can show you those afterwards. But yeah, most people still think mange, maybe a hoax. Probably people just, again, middle of the night, you see something, your eyes make up shit.
Yeah.
That lady had just seen the movie Species, and like, what are the odds that this thing had big red eyes and spikes and all that? So
there's a story I heard about this person who they had just watched the Predator movie.
Ooh.
And they saw something shimmering at the top of their tree in their yard when they were a kid. I'm like, no, you probably got scared watching that movie when you were a kid, and then your mind was playing tricks on you.
I had a kid in elementary school.
That's pretty young to have a kid.
I went to school with a kid in elementary school. I remember his name, and out of respect, I will forego sharing it. But this is right when Avatar: The Last Airbender had come out.
Fuck yeah.
And we're in school, and he's like, guys, I can control wind.
Oh, man.
And we're like, yeah, okay, bud. And he's like, no, seriously, like, it's a long family secret, but I can control wind. All right, dude. He's like, all right, I'll prove it. It's like, we didn't ask you to. We really didn't need this, but okay. So we're on the courtyard before class, and he's doing these moves, and it's Seattle. It's fall. Yeah, the wind starts blowing. He's like, see?
Because of him.
He's like, see, I can control it. We're like, you got it, bud.
How hilarious would it have been
if he's actually...
If you were like, oh, fucking bullshit, and he's like, okay, and he like does it in the class, and all the papers just fly everywhere, and you're like, it's windy outside.
Yeah, but we're inside.
Blow him off.
Yeah, the kid with the rolling backpack. Yeah, you're the Avatar. Okay.
Yeah, I also would have made fun of him for that too.
We did relentlessly for a while there, but
how's he today?
I don't know if you've heard of a little company called Tesla, but
it was Elon.
It was Elon Musk. Oh, buddy. No, so that's the Chupacabra. Still around today. Nobody's figured it out. I think the only thing people could do, but it would just be too time consuming, is going out and putting Vicks on all their fucking goats every night. But that's just a hassle. That's just got to take forever.
What else could stop them?
That's a 12 gauge.
Other than Vicks?
Yeah, Vicks, dude.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
Now approved to warn off the Chupacabra.
No approved for La Llorona, Chupacabra, and Elon Musk.
FDA approved.
FDA approved.
Do not consume.
Warning, may cause. That quiet-ass message, but... Well, hopefully you all enjoyed the bullshit and the banter and the Chupacabra. If you got more cryptids and stuff that you guys want the history of, please let us know. I think I'm going to be doing the Mothman next.
I love the Mothman story.
Because
you got to make sure to go all the way back to Chief
we're going to the beginning.
Cobb. It's Chief Cornstalk, but
yeah,
I like saying
I'm going to the
Cobb.
beginning, baby. And then the freakiest one that I hate, this is part of the reason why I don't go into the woods. I read this story already out loud to my listeners on Patreon, but...
It's a children's book.
God, I wish. The Goat Man.
The Goat Man of Louisiana?
Just Appalachia.
Funny
I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate it so much. That's why I hate the woods. I read this one story as a kid, and ever since then, can't do it. Don't want to do it.
Well, you and I are going to take a trip to Appalachia, and we're going to go out in the woods, and we're like, bah, bah?
Baddie.
Just like if we found out there was a cryptid that was a killer vehicle, like a car. We'd be like, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Oh no, step car. My brakes are out.
My brakes are locked. Where would I go?
Oh no, I need blinker fluid.
And elbow grease.
Well,
I told someone one time to go get blinker fluid.
You're a horrible person.
Yeah. They were pretty mad when Napa kept telling them there's no such thing as blinker fluid. And they're like, fine. I'll go to O'Reilly.
That's funny. Convinced one of my buddies, schoolmate, I'll call him instead of a buddy, that Canada told their time in Celsius.
I was like,
Yeah.
they do, but
Yeah.
time. That's funny.
Took a little convincing, but I finally got him to be like, yeah, no, you're right. So,
How do you feel about daylight savings going away?
it's dumb. It should have gone away a long time ago.
When did it even start?
Ben Franklin. Actually, he's the one that proposed it.
That's why he's on the $100 bill.
Yeah, good old Benny Frank. We're tight like that, he and I.
You are? Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Frank and I.
Do seances on TikTok Live?
Man, ooh, maybe I should.
Just don't call Diddy.
Oh, no. He's not dead.
You can still seance people that are alive.
Can you? Isn't that scrying?
What?
Scrying? Scrying is different than a seance. A seance would be...
I've done that in the shower once. A shower cry?
Yeah.
You scry?
Yeah.
Let us know all the times that you've cried in the shower.
Yeah, let us know what you were thinking about when you were doing it. But no, as always, feel free to send us spooky stories. The Spooky Guys on Instagram, or the Spooky Guys podcast at gmail.com, or send it to us directly, whatever works for you.
Yeah. Text me. Just kidding.
Text me. 425. That was my old number, area code, Seattle. But you got anything to add?
I think so.
Okay.
I scry when I masturbate in the shower.
All right. Thanks for listening, folks. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay spooky.
Yeah, have a happy Sunday. We have a lot of episodes coming out, so
Yeah.
a lot in the works.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Fuck yourselves.
Stay spooky.